Tear gas has been fired all day, but never this far inside the camp. There's chaos. Everybody tries to run away from the gas. Behind me, next to the blue tent, another grenade explodes. A young man quickly improvises. He tries to contain the gas. The field hospital is around 1,000 meters away from the Israeli snipers and tear gas launchers, in relative safety. The beds here are covered with blue paper sheets that get changed after every patient, and they get changed a lot. Lives are saved and lost here. A curious volunteer continuously walks around, sweeping up the bloody sheets and bandages around the patients. The patient in one bed is shot in the leg. The other man is shot in the back. Even if we are far away, the tear gas still stings your eyes. Ibrahim Anajar is 48 years old, and together with his children he harvests very prematurely. Otherwise his crop would be totally trampled and destroyed by the tear gas. He's been trying to find a safer place to farm, but that sometimes doesn't matter. His sister-in-law was killed inside her own house. He feels depressed. "I've lost my future," he says, "and I'm trying to create one for my children. I hope they don't have to live like me." Friday is the day when the protest intensifies. I'm standing back, waiting, together with my colleague Harald. This is what a large part of photojournalist work looks like. To stand around, wait, watch, and listen. Over there in front of us, where the thick smoke is, that's where the most active demonstrators are. Under cover of the smoke from burning tires, they try to get close enough to reach the Israeli soldiers with their rocks. On the surface, it looks quite calm right now, but it can change in a second. A woman, all dressed in black, throws a rock and walks by. She's very active every day, throwing rocks, putting more tires in the fire. Later in the afternoon, when the Israeli snipers start shooting with live ammunition, killing 2 demonstrators, she stays. A young demonstrator later tells me that she lost 3 of her sons. On our way to and from the demonstrations at Gaza, we pass through the city of Khan Yunis. We stop and talk to Khairi Al-Farah, 32 years old. He works here from 6 in the morning to midnight every day trying to sell his plums. They're $2 per kilo. He doesn't care at all for the demonstrations. All he wants to do is survive, sell his fruit and provide for his wife Donna and their 3 children. His mother is sick, he later tells us. She just got a kidney transplant. From me, he says. He lifts his t-shirt and shows me the scar. Suddenly, a group of young men appear from the smoke. They are dragging a long rope, screaming in triumph. Someone have, risking their life, made it up just to the fence, close to the Israeli soldiers, and placed a hook in the barbed wire. The medics and I quickly walk away. This is a very dangerous situation, likely to trigger the Israeli snipers. Here in Gaza, several people have been killed by the Israeli soldiers. Among them was Yasser Murtaya, a local photojournalist. He was shot in the belly and died in the hospital. We are crouching on the mosque floor in front of the body of Jaber Abu Mustafa. This is a common sight these days. To the left of Jaber, there is a man with a boy in his lap. The boy has a bright yellow t-shirt on. This is Jaber's little brother. His name is Muayyad. He's 9 years old, and he has already lived through several wars. Jaber is wrapped in a green Hamas flag. This is his funeral shroud. It's not uncommon that Hamas pays for all the funeral expenses, even if the family is not a member of the organization. The private grief is politicized, weaponized, and used for propaganda purposes.